you know that you see some pain. You can't see the sunshine for looking at the rain falling all around me. Heartache is everywhere. Lord, I need somebody who cares. Prove me, trust me.
If you only trust him, he'll bring you out.
He'll bring you out.
If you only trust him, he'll bring you out. If you only trust him, he'll bring you out.
Trust him.
All right.
Everywhere you go, you know that you see some pain. You can't see the sunshine for looking at the rain falling all around me. Heartache is everywhere. Lord, I need somebody who cares.
Trust me, I'll be there.
I tried on my own. I tried. I tried my own way. I tried. I tried on my own. I tried. I tried my own way. I tried.
If you would believe it and never doubt, I'll point your sea of trouble and I'll bring you. I did it for Moses, I'll do it for you. By faith, if you'd only believe it, don't you know I'll bring you through.
If you believe it and you never doubt, I'll point you see your trouble and I'll bring you out great things. I did for Moses and I'll do for you five things. If you believe it, if you believe it.
If you would believe it and never doubt, I'll point your sea of trouble and I'll bring you out. I did it for Moses, I'll do it for you. By faith, if you'd only believe it, don't you know I'll bring you through.
If you believe it and you never doubt, I'll point you see your trouble and I'll bring you out great things. I did for Moses and I'll do for you five things. If you believe it, if you believe it. If you believe it and you never doubt, I'll point you see your trouble and I'll bring you out great things. I did for Moses and I'll do for you five things. If you believe it, if you believe it.
He'll bring you out alright, yeah. He'll bring you out alright, yeah. He'll bring you out alright, yeah. He'll bring you out, he'll bring you, he'll bring you, he'll bring you out.
He'll bring you out alright, yes. He'll bring you out alright, yes. He'll bring you out alright, yes. He'll bring you out alright.
He'll bring
He'll bring
me,
you out alright.
I know he'll do it. Call me days for
He'll
me.
bring you out alright, yes.
He'll do
he'll
it.
bring me.
He'll bring you out alright, yes. He'll bring you out alright.
He'll bring me,
He'll bring you out.
he'll bring me,
He'll bring you out.
he'll bring me,
He'll bring you out.
he'll bring me.
He'll bring you out.
I tried,
He'll bring you out.
I know he's real.
He'll bring you out.
Wait up for me.
He'll bring you out.
But we're going to talk about purpose and profit. Purpose and profit. Did y'all hear me? Somebody say purpose and profit. Purpose and profit. This is what we're going to talk about this morning. Purpose and profit. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. Now, there's some things, I got a lot of things in me, so I don't know how far I'm going to get with this. But sometimes there are a lot of things that you have to eradicate in your thinking to come to a place of prosperity. Okay? Nobody is in business to break even. I know I got that right. You didn't go in business to break even. You didn't go in business to make a little bit. You went in business for profit. Am I right about it? You went in business because you saw a way that you wanted to make maximum return on what you do. Okay? But what I have to understand is, watch this, I want to be in a business that suits my purpose. And if I'm doing business that doesn't suit my purpose, I'm not going to be 100% persuaded that what I do is a viable product to give to those who are around me. Are you listening to me? So I wrote some things down because I want to start with purpose, because purpose, if you use it right, will create profit. I'll say it again, real slow. Purpose, if you walk in it, will produce profit. You are designed by default to make money. Did y'all hear what I said? And when I really begin to understand it, watch this, the best way to make money is to walk in my purpose, because then I like what I do and I'm not mad I got to do it. Are y'all walking with me? Because watch this, I'm doing something that's part of who I am. So that I don't have to become somebody to do this to you. Huh? And so when I really begin to walk in purpose begin to create what I call revenue. Now, I wrote some things down, and I want you to have an ink pen and paper, because I really want you to write down what I'm going to teach to you this morning. Because this is going to be applicable across your whole life. Somebody say, my whole life. My whole life. So watch this one thing, point one about purpose. Purpose is too important to have an elementary understanding of it. Purpose is too important to have an elementary understanding of it, a basic understanding of it. Your purpose is too important to miss it not knowing what it is. And not only not knowing what it is, but you have an inkling, you have some insight, but you don't have a thorough understanding. You need to have a thorough understanding of your purpose. That's point one. Point two, write this down. Your purpose has avenues and impact, but you can't choose avenues until you understand your area of impact. I say it again. Your purpose has avenues, somebody say avenues. And impact, but you can't choose avenues until you understand your area of impact. Y'all got that? All right. Point number three, last point on this. Your purpose is the process you use to get to the impact. Your purpose is the process you use to get to the impact. Your purpose is the process you use to get to your impact. Now, John F. Kennedy said something, and it's one of the most famous quotes that he said. He said, ask not what your country can do for you. Anybody remember that?
Yes.
He said, ask what?
What you can do for your country.
What you can do for your country. Now, that statement, when I first heard it, I was young. It took me a while to unpack it because I didn't quite get what he was saying. And as I begin to unpack it, I begin to get it. He said, ask not what your country can do for you. In other words, don't ask what the nation can do for you. But what is it that you have to contribute to the nation? A lot of times the reason you're not meeting profit is because you're doing something and it's about you and not the contribution that you need to give to it to give it to the consumer. So if I, watch this, let me use my armor bearer for example. Come here, David. Let me use it for example. This is my armor bearer. Now, every Sunday we walk in, and I'm probably going to change that process, but every time we walk in, you all stand up, right? Okay, I'm probably going to change that only men stand up. We'll talk about that later. But when we walk in, y'all stand up. He leads me in. Now, watch this. He's my armor bearer. Now, he has two choices. His purpose is to serve me. Got it? Watch this. But his satisfaction or his significance is going to come from one or two things. Either he can get significance from being the man next to the man.
That's true.
Some of y'all get where I'm going. Because some people, they proud they the man next to the man. So y'all stand up, he think it's for him. No, I need you to walk with me. Or he can get significance and understand that he's here to serve me. Now, you're going to seek significance. Because everybody in here, whether you know it or not, you want to be significant. But what you choose to give you significance will determine whether or not you keep chasing it or you're satisfied and always full. So let me give you an example. If he seeks significance, watch this, by being the man next to the man, he's going to always need attention. Because he needs to fix every week. But if he gets significance understanding, I'm here to serve the man, then he will always be full even when he's at home. Oh, some of y'all missed that. Because he understands that his purpose is to make sure that I'm good, not to look good with me. See, Sister Angie, you hear me quote this all the time. They said that they had to tell Charlie this. Listen, Charlie, starfish don't want tuna that looks good.
Right.
Starfish want tuna that what? Tastes great. So what you got to begin to understand is sometimes the reason you're not profiting is because you're all about what you're getting, not what you're supposed to give. See, you're using the product for selfish reasons. And you're really using it to further yourself, but you really don't believe, watch this, that the product makes people better. Here's what I tell people. If you have something that you believe is of significance, you do a disservice by not selling it. Oh, somebody missed that. If you believe in what you have, you should charge for it. Woo, the churches just don't want to give me no love this morning. But that's okay. Listen to me. Because if you, listen to me, you were placed here to help others. When you help others, it produces income. Huh? You can't get rich helping you. You only one customer. And if it's only about you, then you're just a consumer. Huh? You make profit helping as many people. When people see your value, they pay for your services. So if I walk in my purpose, okay, and my purpose is, watch this, it's not about me having a big house. My purpose is about people, watch this, getting what they need. By default, I'll have the big house. Did this make sense? Okay, so I got to be clear that my purpose, if I walk in it, and I'm really here to serve mankind. Oh, somebody got to get that. I'm here to serve what? When I'm here to serve mankind, then mankind pays me for serving them. And sometimes we're financially challenged because we're selfish in our motive as to why we're doing it. So I'll give you an example. The Mary Kay girls are here this morning. When I say girls, I say that respectfully. That's to your youthful exuberance and vitality and verbose personalities. And so watch this. If they believe that the makeup is the hook, they're not going to make it. Because, see, looking good outward and nasty inward. Okay. I see how you're looking at me. You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. Anybody get what I'm saying? What they have to be clear about is, I'm here for the whole woman. Wait a minute. Not only, watch this, not only how you look, but how you act. Oh, come on. When you really understand, I don't even want my product to be look bad how you acting. And so watch this. So I am the embodiment of what I sell. I don't show up, toe up.
Amen.
Woo, I know I'm teaching this morning. Watch this. Because if I sell products that make you look good, I should be the example of such product.
Yeah.
Am I making any sense? You should see me and ask me, what is that you're wearing? What is that you're using? What does that smell? Because all of these things, watch this, is what I embody. And I have to do it in style. Oh, come on, church. Watch this. So watch this. When I care about you as a woman, and I'm like, let me help you, watch this, not look better, become more. Okay. I'll say it again. Not look better, become, somebody said become more. And see, this is why I open with, you have to understand that you're not doing business, you are the business. When you begin to understand that I'm the job, I'm the business, I can't let you mess up my image. Am I helping anybody? Okay, so tell your neighbor, I'm the business. Tell them again, I'm the business. So watch this. That means I have to learn about what I do. And it can't just be about having a lot of information. Because too much information leads to overload. Anybody you ever hear something, they give you too much information?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you can't keep up with all of that? You know, the professor was talking so fast and giving off so much, and he thought it was good, but you couldn't get it all, and you missed most because it was too much. So I don't want too much information. I want the right information. Am I right about it? Huh? So I want to be obsessed with information. Watch this. But I want to be obsessed with information. Watch this. That leads to outcome, not information that's just information. I want information that creates new changes. Information that creates new realities. I don't want information for information's sake. I don't want information just to quote. I want information I can live. Because if this information is transformative, okay, that's the information I'm looking for. Listen to me. We all took classes in school that we don't use none of it.
Amen.
And you can say what you want to. It was a waste of time. Okay, I don't care what you think. Okay. See, y'all messing with me this morning. A lot of us took trigonometry.
Right.
I took trig, and I took chemistry, and I took advanced algebra. And you know what? By the time I got to the 9th grade, I knew all I needed about math. How to add, how to subtract, how to divide, and how to multiply. I've never went to the bank and had to use a variable, an hypothesis, a theorem, a postulate. You know, none of these things. When I go to the bank, they don't want none of that. This adds up to this. This is what you got, Mr. Bradford. And I can say I wasted my time because there was information that didn't transform me. Had I continued in accounting, maybe it works for me. I preach for a living. Adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing is all I need. And if I master that, watch this, I've mastered money. Ooh, it's quiet in here. Now I know something, but what about investments? You still got to know how you got to have money to invest. You got to be able to count. You got to be able to keep up with it. Am I making any sense? So I want information, watch this, that creates outcomes. Information that transforms me. I just don't want to learn something just for the sake of learning it. I want to learn something that's going to make a difference in my life. So when we begin to understand that, watch this. James 1 and 22. Get that for me. James 1 and 22. So I'm going to be obsessed with information, but it's information that brings outcome. Somebody say outcome. So when I'm learning about what I do, I'm learning about it because it's going to make me more efficient and it's going to make me better at it. If it doesn't make me better at it, and it doesn't make me more efficient, then I don't want to learn it. Did y'all hear me? See, some of you all, when you really get purpose, when you get purpose down, you'll stop choosing the wrong people. Oh, I'm finna go there because y'all making me go there. See, purpose chooses your friends. Purpose chooses the books you read. Oh, come on, church.
Yes.
Purpose chooses who you hang out with. Purpose chooses what church you go to. Purpose, watch this.
Amen.
When you figure out your purpose, it controls your life and you're out of the I don't know business.
Amen.
When you don't know, you don't get purpose. When you get purpose, you know. When you get purpose, you don't help people. Watch this. You don't help people you're not supposed to help. Because everybody's not your assignment that's broke.
Amen.
Are you all getting what I'm saying? See, when you have your why defined, and we're finna get to it. Let's stick with James 1:22. What is James 1:22? Somebody say information that produces outcome. James 1:22. What does it say?
But be ye doers of the word.
And what?
And not hearers only.
Read.
Deceiving your own self.
Now, James said, be ye doers of what?
The word.
The word, not just what?
hearers only.
Now, the next sentence is interesting. You guys say, if you hear the word and don't do the word, he said, you're deceiving yourself. He said, be hearers of the word, not doers only, deceiving yourself. So if I hear something and I don't do something with what I heard, I'm lying to me. So I want information that somebody said, can move on. I want information that I can move on. Now, give me Habakkuk 2:1. Habakkuk 2:1. Because one of the greatest of gifts that I'm going to have when I understand purpose is clarity. Clarity. Somebody say clarity. Clarity is the holy grail of business. I need to be clear.
Yeah.
What it is I'm doing, what I'm selling, what my market is. I need to do what we call SWOT analysis. I need to understand everything about my competition. Am I right about
Yes.
it? Because see, opening up a business is easy. Keeping it open is the challenge. And making it profitable is more of a challenge. And sometimes we glad that we own a business, but it's not profitable. Somebody tell you, and you need to be, listen to me. Some of you are, the reason you don't have the money you want is you have not given yourself permission to be profitable. You literally have to say to yourself, I give myself permission to be rich. See how quiet it gets? I give myself permission to be wealthy.
Yeah.
I did. I give myself permission to be prosperous. Because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of us, we suffer with such low self-image that we think we deserve the finances we desire. And when you believe like that, then you don't work to your full potential because psychologically you don't think you deserve it. And so either you'll make it and you'll spend it, or you won't put the output in that it takes to make it. So you're trying like the Israel. We saw ourselves as in what?
Our own eyes.
Now, here's what Evangelist Jonas was trying to point out to you this morning. Are you all listening to me? She said, Cheddar's is shutting down. They said 2 more Cracker Barrels are shut down, but that's not my reality. What she was actually trying to get you to see is there are dual realities that exist in the world. And you get to choose which one you want to be a part of. Oh, God, I need y'all to hear me. And listen to me, you don't have to be part of the broke crowd. You don't have to be part of the just making it crowd. Because listen to me, you choose where you want to fall. So when businesses are shutting down, a lot of times they're shutting down for various reasons, but most times businesses are shutting down because they're not doing what it takes to stay open. Are you all hearing me?
Yeah.
And when you really begin to understand that, this is what you do. You say, how do I foolproof my business? That takes work. That takes study. Watch this. It takes time to be successful. You can't part-time it and win at it. Whew, it's quiet in here. You want maximum return with minimum input. You don't want to go hard, but you want a hard return. You want to open up the window of heaven and give you a blessing that you don't have room enough to receive, but you have done nothing to open the windows. So here's what Habakkuk 2:1 says. What does it say?
I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower.
Yes.
And will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Read.
And what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said,
watch this.
Write the vision.
Listen to that. He said, I'm going to stand on my tower. I'm going to wait to hear what God is going to say. Because I want to know what he has to speak to me. And when God opens his mouth, the first thing he says is, write the vision. Did anybody read this?
Amen.
Write the vision and what?
And make it it plain upon tables.
Well, I said, don't write it in your mind. Well, I got this in my mind. I'll remember it. That's not what he said.
Amen.
He said, write the vision and make it
plain.
And then do what?
Upon tables.
Watch this. You got to put this on paper. You got to put this on iPad. You got to put this on computer. He said, and when you write it, he said, write the vision and make it plain. Watch this. Give language to it.
Yes.
Give language to it. What is it that you do? Watch this. Give deep language to it. Deep comprehension. Make it plain. You wrote it, but no one understands it. Make it, somebody say plain.
Plain.
And write it, watch this, on paper. Somebody say write it on paper.
Write it on paper.
Now, you know, if you're an electronic person, you get my point. iPad, whatever. Show. But it needs, watch this, it needs to show up on the earth. Because in your mind, it's not on the earth. And we got all these ideals, but nothing is written out. Huh? Write the vision, make it plain. Why?
That he may run that readeth it.
Now, this is important because a lot of y'all, you're talking about, well, I ain't got no help because it's not plain. Because when people see what your vision is, they don't understand what to do. They can't come help you because you're too vague. You're too ambiguous with what you're talking about. You have not made it plain. It should be so plain that if a kid reads it, he said, okay, step 1, get the product. Step 2, put it in this drawer. Step 3, talk to the customers. Step 4, it has to be written out and plain. Somebody say plain.
Plain.
And it's not plain because we don't understand it. He said, and if you write the vision and make it plain, to those that read it may run, for the vision is what?
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
This is important because you don't have your whole life to do this.
Amen.
Because you don't know what's going to happen in life. Oh, I'm trying to talk to somebody. You wasting your youth like grasshoppers, eating without saving. Because you act like tomorrow's not real. Write the vision, make it plain that those may read it, run it, write on tablets, and make it plain that those that read it may run. In other words, people will help you if they know what you do. Ooh, that ought to save somebody right there. And make they that read may run, because the vision is for what?
An appointed time.
And but at the end, what?
But at the end it shall speak.
And what?
And not lie.
And though it tarries?
Though it tarries.
What?
Wait for
Listen
it.
to me, you can't open it up and think it's going to be a success day one. You got to work this thing. Somebody said if you work it, it'll work. You frustrated early. You've been open 30 days talking about, I don't see the return. I haven't gotten all the money I put about. You ain't been open long enough. You haven't built your brand strong enough. Monday night, Beyonce comes to St. Louis. Are y'all listening to me? Hope the church folk wasn't there. But I think they were. Hope they wasn't. Watch this. On a Monday, when you say people won't come to church, 60,000. Did you hear what I said? Yeah. 60,000 showed up to go to a satanic ritual. Because I'm going to call it what it is. You know, and this thing, this is not me throwing out. I study these people. Did you hear what I said? I know what they do when they're on stage. I know how they tap in. I know who Sasha is. I'm talking about this alter ego personality she has. It is a demonic personality. And you in there like you in a worship service enjoying cultural demonic worship. But my point wasn't that my point. My point is it took her time to get there. You know, she was Destiny's Child at one time. She started a long time ago in a group. She built her name. She built her brand till she got it to this point. I did the math. If she makes an average of $400 a ticket, and some of those tickets were up to $800 or $900, if she did the math of $400, she made $24 million minimum that night. One night, $24 million. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
The Bible said, if thy eye be single. If thy eye be single. What does that mean? If you stay focused. If thy eye be single, thy body will be full of revelation. What is revelation? Light. If thy eye be single, thy body will be full of light. What does that mean? If you can stay focused, you'll get the direction to make it successful. But you're not winning because you're distracted. I said you're distracted. You can't even put time aside to win. I'm talking to somebody. Listen to me. Writing doesn't happen accidentally. Writing is intentional. Watch this. I put something down. Put this on the screen about the vision is accomplished. Put it on the screen. Do you have it? Okay, I'm waiting on them. Because I want y'all to read this with me. Not read it with me, but see it. Watch this. The vision is accomplished through the person you what?
Become.
Watch this. The vision comes through the person you be. Listen to me. Not the person you pretend.
Become.
Vision is a process. It happens through the person you become. If you are in business, every day you should become more of what you do.
Yes, sir.
It's a becoming. Watch this. The visions come through the person you become. Watch this. The relationships you manage. Y'all hear me? Your vision don't give you divorce rights.
That's right.
See, some of y'all missed that. But they don't fit my vision. Well, you know, the vision was in you before you married them. Oh, okay. I'll leave that alone. I see how you're looking at me. Watch this. The gifts you unleash and the releasing of resources. So the vision, watch this, your purpose is accomplished through the person you become, the relationships you manage, the gifts you unleash, and the releasing of resources. My mother, she was a wife. She was first lady. She was mother. She's counselor. Yeah. She's confidant. She's all of these things, and they all work still according to her vision. She doesn't get to opt out of a role. She has to manage all those relationships.
Yes.
Are you all getting what I'm saying? You know, your purpose don't delete you from relationships and life.
Right. Right. Amen.
So when God shows you who you are, I tell you that you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep, and you got to give language to it, and you got to make it clear. Somebody say plain. You in the business of plain. You got to make it plain. So you ask somebody, what is it that you want to do? Well, you know, I hear God's calling me to help women. Is that plain? What kind of women? Short women? Overweight women? You understand what I'm saying? Tall women? Women of culture? See, you won't walk it out, and that's why you can't perform it. Because it's not plain. What group of women are you called to? Watch this. And how are you called to them? What services do you provide that puts you in demand with these women? What need have you seen amongst women that who you are is needed? Why should they want you? When you come into somebody's life, what you should know is what you bring. You might not know what they bring to the table. I remember I met a pastor, and he was doing really well and all these other different things. And they asked me to join this group. And they said, they talking about all they do. They said, what do you bring, Pastor Bradford? I said, I'm the man of clarity. I'm the guy when you can't see it, I do. Oh, y'all ain't hearing me. I'm the guy when you get stuck, I got the solution. Because I'm resourceful.
Yes.
Oh, somebody not hearing me.
Oh, yeah.
I knew what I brought to the table. Oh, y'all getting this? When you don't know what you bring to the table, people take advantage of you. If you don't know you, they'll use you. Because your purpose hasn't told you your lane. Okay. I see how y'all looking at me. Am I helping anybody? People will have you join them so that you can help them go where they want to go, and they'll abort your mission. I'm gonna give you an example. You got these clubs around here, and my mother and father, they had this thing, and they were like, all the churches said, we're gonna stop these clubs. Did y'all hear me? And they had a meeting on it, and all these pastors in the room. And we're gonna stop these clubs, and yada, 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 yada. And you know what happened? The clubs started threatening. We're gonna blow your church up. So I found the letters in his drawer. Watch this. What did the other pastors do when they got threats? Oh, it's quiet up in here. Huh? Because they wasn't committed to the purpose. Y'all with me? See, that's the difference between being by somebody and with somebody. See, you know the difference about how they react in chaos. See, I've been with people and they would by me and a fight broke out. You know what the by folk do? They watch a root. Come on! You know what the with folk do? They swing.
Yeah.
Huh? And a lot of you all, the reason your vision is not prospering is you got people who buy you. They not with you. When you have trouble, they don't see it as their trouble. Oh, Lord have mercy. Huh? They see it as your trouble. Huh? So watch the technique. I got to make it plain. Huh? So I talk about these two types of ignorance. Wrong information and not enough information. I'm talking about your businesses. I'm trying to cut across the field. Huh? When you don't have right information, you can't prosper. So let me shift a paradigm for you. Here's a paradigm. Time is, don't be afraid.
Right.
What do we say time is?
Money.
Money. How many know time is money?
Amen.
See, that's wrong. It's wrong. Time isn't money. But when they teach you time is money, I need you to hear this. When they teach you time is money, then you start selling time to make profit. Because now you don't operate by value. Okay. I know how to cut my yard. I have cut yards for years. I learned how to cut yards walking between my father's arms as he pushed the lawnmower, and I thought it was fun. And I'm between his arms, and he's pushing, and I'm with him. And then the next week, we out there, and he's pushing, and I want to help you, Daddy, and I'm between his arms, and I'm with him. The third week comes along, he said, go cut that yard. I said, we getting ready to go outside, Daddy? No. You got it now. I found out cutting yards wasn't fun. Now watch this. I don't cut my yard. You know why? Because I understand that time isn't money. I'm going to walk you through it. See, money buys time. When you begin to switch it, you begin to operate at your highest and best use. So, I'm better off drinking a glass of lemonade. I need you to walk with me. And reading my word in my studies while I paid the guy to cut the yard. And I use money to give me back my time. When you don't understand that, you begin to sell yourself by the hour. Oh, I'm preaching better than you all. Because you don't operate by value. When you finally get that you're worth something, they don't pimp you no more. Come on, church. I've told y'all this story. I had a friend, he invited me to preach. And when I got through preaching, they gave me my check. And they gave me my check, and I told David, I said, if that check is not this certain amount, let me know. They wrote me a check. That check was $300. Now, my word is more than $300. Now, watch this. Here's my problem with the scenario. I raised you a lot of money. So you're doing bad business. Oh, come on, church. You not my John. Oh, y'all ain't hearing me. I saw the Mary Kay. Well, go. And you don't pimp me. I had to make a phone call. My money's wrong. Was it about arrogance and pride? I know my value. Don't call me if you can't afford me. Some of y'all are changing your prices because you want people to buy. It costs. Because I'm not looking for a place to preach. Okay. See how y'all looking at me? I got a place to preach every week. Multiple times. People get in their car to come hear me. You know why? Because I bring value. You don't see yourself like that? You gonna let them get you for the low? Y'all need to hear me. You gonna let them, well, cut me a deal. No, you're not. Listen to me. Friends pay the door costs. I did an album. When I did the album, people, I know I'm your boy. I know you're going to hook me up. Now you're not my boy. You know how much it cost me to go in that studio and spend this money for these hours? The least you can do is pay $15 for a CD. But you all become so afraid. Come on, listen to me. That's another version of I see myself as grasshoppers. Take your money and buy your time back. You hear me? You don't want to do the books? Don't do the books. Get somebody that's their skill set so you can do the selling if that's what you do. Some of y'all, you have weak areas in your life. You can't ask for money well. Oh, y'all looking at me strange. If you know you can't ask for your money, get sister so-and-so in there who don't mind telling you got to pay the bill before you leave. Rita, raise your hand. That's Rita. Everybody see that hand raised right there? Stand up, Rita. I just want to make everybody see who you are. That's Rita. Now, Rita and me, we understand the system. So what we will do is we'll run into somebody, and if the person gives me resistance, especially if it's a man, then I know he probably didn't have a father. So I send Rita, because he's used to a female sound. So watch this. I can still be the good cop. Michael, you appreciate that. And she can be the bad cop because he's used to listening to a female sound. Watch this. What we have come to understand is it's about getting the business done, not who likes us. Some of y'all can't make money because you want to be liked. Are you all hearing me? Some of y'all can't make money because you don't like who wants to buy. Oh, y'all missing that. Listen, you in business, baby. To make money. Unless if it's green, you out there to get it. It don't matter what color spins green. You got to put your prejudices aside when you're in the business of money. Okay, all right. I see how y'all looking at me. Tell your neighbor, time isn't money. Tell your neighbor, money is time. So from now on, you know what you're going to do? You're going to use your money to buy time. Am I talking to anybody? If you're not a person who's good with arranging things, get somebody that can do it. You're not a person that want to keep up with all the books, but you just want to make sure everything's right when it's done, get somebody that can do it. Because watch this, you will never become really good at what you hate. And you're spending all this time trying to strengthen up a weakness that at your best, you 60%. Come on, church. Is this making sense? Yes, sir. So let me just cut to the end. I got to skip a lot of stuff. How many enjoying the word? A lot of y'all talking about you want to start something. I want to start me a group. But you haven't started with even one person yet. Everything starts with one. And if you're not willing to start small, then you're not really about it. It's unrealistic to think you don't have to build it. So let me go to the end of it so I can let you all go home. And I want to bless these entrepreneurs. The first thing you need, somebody write this down, say clarity. Watch this, clarity. It's got to tell your neighbors, it's got to be plain. And I'm going to tell you something about clarity. Clarity is seasonal. Isn't that something? Because clarity doesn't always stay. Sometimes you're clear, and then something happens and you're not as clear as you once were. So you have to be willing to understand that something might happen in my business that I might have to shift. Y'all walking with me? Yes, sir. Huh? Whenever you begin to be frustrated, it means your system isn't working anymore. Yeah. Come on. That's so good. That's good teaching. So you need to switch systems. Y'all walking with me? Yes, sir. Second thing, somebody said conviction. You have to believe I'm supposed to do this. Somebody say I'm supposed to do it. If you're not sure, you're not committed. Did you hear what I said? If you're not sure that you should be doing it, you won't be 100% committed. You won't have 100% buy-in. Y'all walking with me? Yes, sir. Third thing, tell your neighbor, you got to be competent. Watch this. That's seasonal too. I know, Quita, I know. Because sometimes you're really good at something, but things change. And then you got to learn a whole new skill set. Oh, somebody getting this. Because the way you used to do it is not how they do it anymore. And that shakes you, especially if you're older. You've been doing it like this for 30 years. Now the game is changing. You got to change your, that shakes your confidence. Am I right about it? And so you're going to have to understand going in that just because I'm confident today don't mean I'll be 3 years from now. Because confidence, somebody say it's seasonal. When I really understand this, competence is seasonal, confidence is seasonal. You know, some of you all, you want to sell, but you don't speak well. Y'all hearing me? Yes, sir. I want to buy my product. I got wrapped up, I won't tell you. I got wrapped up, I won't tell you. Am I telling the truth?
True.
Tell your neighbor, you got to know how to speak. You really have to know how to present yourself. Image is the first thing they judge you by. You drove up in a dirty car. You think that don't matter? You showed up and your hair is raggedy. You think that doesn't matter? My mother told me this as a young boy. She said, make sure your head together and your feet together. You might not have the best clothes. Make sure your shoes shine. And make sure your hair is groomed. I had hair then. Make sure your hair is groomed.
Had a lot of hair then.
Amen? That might be why I don't have none now. Because I was in the mirror primping. My afro.
Big.
Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Huh? Listen to me. Competent, confidence, seasonal. And if you accept that, you will always evolve. You won't say, because I know it today, I got the game and gone with it. You'll keep changing as times change so that you keep up with the times.
Hey, thank you guys so much for joining our live feed and broadcast. We do appreciate your time, but we are eager and excited that you're joining our community, our faithful community of followers and believers, people who are life changers, who are world changers. And so what we're going to ask you to do is, if you have a desire to give because this message is feeding you and providing everything that you need to help you get to that next level, to present your best self, then what we're going to ask you to do is partner with us. No gift is too big or too small in the kingdom of God that is going to be utilized to reach the untaught, the unchurched, and the uncommitted. So we thank you so much for what you're doing, what you've done, and what you will continue to do as a life changer. Thank you so much. Remember, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace. God bless you.